Cameras were rolling Tuesday when the mayor of Montreal, Canada, Valérie Plante, dramatically collapsed during a press conference. Plante was answering reporters' questions at a news conference at City Hall when she suddenly stopped mid-sentence, stared blankly for several seconds, then fell onto the floor behind the podium. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was among several politicians who wished Plante a speedy recovery, and the mayor said she would reduce her daily activities as a preventative measure. Montreal Mayor Valérie Plante is recovering after she collapsed at a news conference today. The mayor of Montreal suffered discomfort during a press conference and, fortunately, she is out of danger. She will receive all the required medical support and thanks you for your support, the mayor's account declared in an X post following the incident. The mayor's unexpected collapse is certainly reminiscent of the dozens of videos showing people, including many athletes and entertainers, suddenly passing out amid the COVID-19 vaccine rollout, with the jab suspected to be behind the alarming fainting spells. One of the most ironic being stand-up comedian Heather McDonald, bragging about having the 3 experimental COVID jabs collapses on stage, fracturing her skull as she hits the floor. The comedian collapsed midway through her set. Many in the audience laughed, assuming it was part of her act. Plante was a fierce proponent of the jab and publicly received at least 2 jabs on camera in efforts to show citizens the jab was safe. Plante has evidently received at least 3 jabs, the first being AstraZeneca's vaccine, which the governments of the Canadian provinces of Alberta and Ontario suspended in 2021 citing risks of blood clots. While Plante received 2 jab doses in 2021 in April and June respectively, she later tested positive for COVID in December of that year. Despite the prior 2 vaccines failing to stave off illness, she took a 3rd injection the following month in January 2022. Plante also required mandatory vaccines for elected officials in Montreal. Could the several jabs the mayor received be behind her sudden fainting spell? Will the mayor's shocking public health scare wake her up to the dangers of the deadly COVID-19 jab? That and more will be answered on the next exciting episode of the Cornucopia of Free Thought Z.